Good day, everyone. We are the group Z3179, and our study is titled Exposure to Video Games as a Predictor of the Well-Being of Students in Tagum College. I am Michael Joseph Biliran, and I will be presenting the rationale. Marston and cohort indicated that millions of people play video games around the world, and it has been proven that they can be used to digitally engage, befriend, and form online communities. Despite the fact that video games are typically viewed as cliched hobbies for younger generations, many experts are focusing on their influence, user experience, and design. Given that video gaming has become a popular pastime, it is useful to investigate the elements that influence online social interaction and whether video gaming improves wellness support. In a study by Barr and Copeland Stewart, they conducted an online survey to understand how video games are used during the lockdown. Their survey showed that 71% of the respondents had increased duration in playing video games. In comparison, 58% reported that playing video games impacted their well-being, with an overwhelming majority indicating a positive effect. Barr and Copeland Stewart also managed to identify specific ways of how players play the games, like cognitive stimulation and the ability to socialize with other people. In one study, Bowler mentioned that video games have been rampant and continuously expanded for decades, with the industry currently involved, but still the same underlying reason why so many people still play video games. It has unmatched entertainment, thus keeping the next generations excited and prepared for future installments. Nevertheless, what if video games did not just offer entertainment value? She stated that due to the engaging experiences and enriching 3D virtual environments, the same video games played for decades by children and adults alike might provide our brain with meaningful stimulation.
Crucial Maywaga, and I am going to present the significance of the study. Video games have been prevalent in society for so many years. As video games expanded throughout the masses, recent researchers have found both positive and negative effects of video games. The findings of this study may aid in the development of appropriate programs or interventions to help university students achieve academic success. The research also will provide an excellent opportunity to address other outstanding concerns affecting students' academic productivity. Moreover, this study will serve as the ground basis for others, as this would contribute to the literature. Research objectives. The study will mainly tackle the relationship between playing video games and students' well-being. If playing video games significantly affects their well-being, this work aims to achieve the following research objectives.
For the theory where the study is anchored, Roy Baumeister introduced the escape theory, which describes people's tendency to engage in behaviors to avoid an unpleasant psychological reaction. Escape theory is used to describe behaviors that enable a person to flee from negative perceptions of the self. Escape from the self may help a person temporarily avoid a negative psychological reaction, but the behaviors that follow from a motivation to escape from the self are frequently undesirable. In this study, we view the theory as the students who are experiencing a loss of their selves due to the pandemic can use the video games to escape from this predicament and be a window to their increased well-being.
Next, here we have methodology. Research design. This study will be using quantitative descriptive research design. Next, research respondents. The students enrolled in the academic year 2021-2022 at the University of Mindanao Tagum College. These Tagum College students are acknowledged as people who play video games and are the main respondents. Also, we have here the research instrument, adapted research questionnaire. Researchers adopted a questionnaire. The items in the survey will be rated through a 7 Likert type scale. And also we have statistical tool. Researchers will use mean and person R as statistical tool employed to determine the significance of the relationship between video games and students' well-being. Next slide is the data gathering procedure. The researchers will follow procedures to conduct the study and gather pertinent data, asking permission to conduct the study. After the approval of the researchers are to request a letter of the endorsement to allow the researchers to collect data by answering questionnaires. Also, distribution and retrieval of the questionnaires. The researchers will use the snowball sampling technique on students of Tagum College. But due to the condition of the environment, protocols and restrictions are to be followed. Survey questionnaires will be distributed online through Google Surveys. And lastly, collection and tabulation of the data. After retrieving the information, the results will be tabulated, followed by analysis and interpretation, and the conclusion and recommendations will be created.